Hi guys, welcome back for another What's for Dinner Cook with me. In tonight's video guys, I'll be showing you how I cook my kale soup. It is so good and it's a very easy recipe. So let's get started. Tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of chicken bouillon, 2 packs of sazon, half a tablespoon of smoked paprika, some adobe, and half of a spoon of Italian seasoning, some tomato paste, crushed garlic, half of a cup of cut carrots, a whole stalk of celery, half of a cup of onion, some crushed tomatoes, some kidney beans. I have 3 potatoes that I cut into small pieces, and my kale. I love kale guys. I have 2 cups, a cup and a half of chicken broth. I have some Goya cilantro, and last but not least, I tried it for the first time with some avocado oil and my Italian sausage. Now let's start cooking. Not forgetting one of my secret ingredients, and that is cumin. Now I put half of a tablespoon of cumin, and that just carried the flavor to another level. If you were wondering, I got my cumin from Walmart, and I like using the organic cumin, but this is another overview of all the ingredients that you'll need. The first thing I did, I turned my stove on high, and I got me a big pot that I normally use for soups. I placed that on the stove and let it heat up a little bit, and then I pour in my avocado oil. So this is the part not to do. Do not let your oil get too hot because it's going to burn that garlic badly. So if it gets hot, just remove it from the stovetop and just let it cool down and start again. Okay, so I put in the carrots, the garlic, the celery, and guys, it started smelling amazing. After that, I put in the onion, and this time I have the stove on low because that garlic is not gonna taste nice when it's burnt. So you just want it to soften up a little bit. Toss it around this pan, toss it around, and just get all the stuff that you placed in that pan soft, and then we'll move on to the next step. Next, you want to get that tablespoon of tomato paste and cook that down with the vegetables that you placed in there earlier. So go ahead and cook that down, stir it around. Then you go ahead and add that plate with all the spices into all the vegetables and the tomato paste that you had cooking for a little bit, and place that in the pot as well. At this point, all I needed to add now was the cumin. And guys, I put a generous amount of cumin in the pot. I stirred around really well and let all the flavors combined nicely. Guys, at this point I can tell you it was smelling so good, but it just needed a little more steps to make it perfect. Okay guys, so it's time to cook down that Italian sausage, and I placed in the pan 2 tablespoons of that same avocado oil. When it started heating up, I put my sausage and I'm gonna cook that down as well. Then when I'm done cooking it, I'm gonna add it to the soup pot. Okay guys, so this is what the Italian sausage should look like when it's cooked all the way. At this point, all I need to do is add it to the pot with all the other ingredients that I was cooking earlier. Then I'm gonna take the pot, my soup pot to be exact, and put that back on the heat so I can continue my kale soup. Guys, it is looking so good already, but I was craving that kale soup, so I was taking my time and smelling all the fragrance. But at this point, I need to add a few spoons of sofrito. Yes, guys, sofrito. Here, I'm showing you the struggles of a camera woman, a chef, and everything in between, moving that camera back and forth. Guys, I can honestly say, after doing this for a few months, I'm really enjoying the fact that I am a one-man show. Sometimes it can be a struggle, like you amazing creators can tell. Yes, guys, it's a struggle, but I love doing it. I love sharing with you guys. And I also like the new title that I've been given as a content creator. So with all that being said, let's continue cooking this delicious soup. I hope that you try it, and if you do, just let me know how well you like it. I would really appreciate that. Okay guys, so it is time to add the chicken broth. To be exact, I add 3 cups of chicken broth. After that, I went ahead and I add the can of crushed tomatoes. So you put the crushed tomatoes. After that, I went ahead and I placed those potatoes. 3 manageable bite-sized potatoes for the kids. My favorite secret ingredient, cumin. Sprinkle in some cumin. I stir it all together really well, and I turn the stove on high and let that come to a boil. After about 5 minutes of coming to a boil, I turn the stove down on low, let it simmer. When that was simmering a little, I add in my kale, and last but not least, I place the can of white beans into the pot. Now I like to add my white beans last because I don't like when my beans are crushed. I like to see in the whole size of the white beans, so I add that in last. And you just let that cook down. Guys, kale is not just delicious. This kale soup is not just delicious, but I can honestly say that kale is healthy. It is healthy in the way if you're feeling sluggish, if you're feeling a little tired. Guys, that's when I would just go ahead and just double up on the amount of kale soup or kale smoothie that I would take for that week or month. Guys, Don't sleep on kale. I'm telling you, it is nutritious. Take it, try it. It's gonna benefit your tummy and your body. I can't stress that enough. The last thing I like to do before serving my kale soup is put a little bit of fresh cilantro, not just to garnish, but it gives it a really nice taste. So here you'll see I have my lunch for the day, and my kids did enjoy it. Yeah. What do we have? Like it?
I want pineapple.
What are we having? We're having some kale soup.
No, it's kale soup. I like it. Daddy,
With
some
watermelon, plantain. Guys, it is good.
Hey.
It is good. We want to say thank you for spending the afternoon with us. It was lovely having you. We hope you guys are doing well. We are about to close this video out. So we are going to say to you, have a good night. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you in another one. Stay blessed, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for more.